Hi guys, this is Libra. I've tried to do this video twice and each time something happens, the door goes or somebody needs something. Libra. La femme balance est mystérieuse, elle cultive son côté inaccessible pour charmer son entourage. So Libra woman is mysterious and cultivates her inaccessible side to charm her entourage. 1 second, and now the computer is about to die. Libra doesn't want to get done. 1 second, there we are. Why am I not meant to know about Libras? What does this mean? Elle constitue après les Gémeaux le deuxième signe double du zodiaque. So she constitutes after Gemini the second double sign of the zodiac. Et a donc, elle aussi, quelques paradoxes. And she, therefore, also has a few paradoxes. Elle est courtoise et conciliante, mais peut soudainement se montrer dure et intolérante face à un caractère en physique qui ne lui ressemble pas assez. So she can suddenly turn out to be hard and intolerant up against something that's not like her. La constance émotionnelle n'est pas le fort de la femme balance et avec elle, tout dépend du moment. So emotional consistency isn't the strong point of a Libra woman, and when it comes to her, everything depends on the moment. Sa confiance en elle est en don de si. De même, elle a une vision très optimiste de certaines choses, mais défaitiste pour d'autres. So don de si is the teeth of a saw, so it means up, down, so very uneven, not a constant confidence in herself. But she also has a very optimistic vision of certain things, but a little bit defeatist in others. So de même, like by the same token, elle rêve de monde plus juste et affiche une morale élevée. So she dreams of a more moral, a fairer world, and displays elevated morals. Elle est attachée à sa famille et a un sens maternel très développé. So she's attached to her family and has a very maternal sense, a very well-developed maternal sense. La femme balance ne peut pas s'imaginer vivre sans avoir d'enfants. So a Libra woman can't imagine living without children. Not very feminist. Elle est parfois indécise dans ses choix et ne sait pas toujours quel camp choisir. So she's occasionally indecisive in her choices and doesn't know which camp to choose. En revanche, concernant les décisions de son entourage, elle est toujours de bons conseils et a un grand sens de la justice. So that said, on the other hand, concerning the decisions of those around her, okay, she's always good counsel and has a big sense of, large sense of doing the right thing. Elle sera parfaite dans un rôle de médiateur, de conseillère conjugale ou d'arbitre. So marriage counselor, referee, anything, arbitrating between two people, mediator. My friend Maria does that between companies. She's a marvelous girl. Alors, la femme balance recherche un homme à la fois généreux et attentionné, mais qui sache lui tenir tête. So, Libra woman is looking for a man who's generous at the same time, attentive, but knows how to keep her together mentally. Ses caprices peuvent en effet aller loin quand elle n'a pas de frein. So she can get a little bit too far into her idiosyncrasies if there's not anybody to pop a break on her. Elle a besoin d'être amoureuse pour se sentir bien. So she needs to feel in love. She needs to be in love to feel well. Elle envisage difficilement d'être seule, so she can't really imagine being alone very easily. Mais la femme balance a besoin de son espace, de ses libertés. Elle ne supporte pas la jalousie ou la possessivité. So Libra woman needs her space and her freedom, and she can't tolerate jealousy or people who are possessive. How interesting, what a combination. Elle recherche avant tout un rapport de confiance et ne se montre pas méfiante. So above everything else, she's after trusting relationship. And she's not mistrustful with the people. S'il n'y a pas à l'être, so there's no reason to be. Avec les hommes, la femme balance a confiance en elle et en son pouvoir d'attraction. So with men, Libra woman has trust in herself and her power of attraction. Un brin comédienne, elle joue souvent un rôle et s'adapte à son interlocuteur. So basically, a little bit of a bit of an actress, She often plays a role and adapts to the speaker, the person she's with. Si bien que l'amoureux de la femme balance mettra sans doute du temps avant de la connaître vraiment. So much so that a woman, anybody in love with a Libra woman would take some time to really get to know her. La native attend de l'homme un soutien matériel et une sécurité, mais tient son indépendance. So native a Libra woman wants material financial security from a guy, but it's also connected to her independence. L'amour d'une femme balance est un feu qui s'entretient. So loving a Libra woman is a fire which maintains itself. Elle est exigeante, mais aussi généreuse et passionnée. So she is demanding, but also generous and passionate. Elle peut donner plus que de raison quand elle est amoureuse. So she can basically offer more than just reason when she's in love, as in basically she can give herself over to her heart, not just her head. Elle cherche à impressionner et à montrer que son esprit romantique et passionné n'a pas de limite. So basically she can also reveal that her, to impress and to show that her romantic side is passionate and doesn't have a limit. Male Libras. L'homme balance est un très bon communicant. A male Libra is a very good communicator. Il s'adapte aussi bien aux personnalités souples qu'aux caractères plus difficiles, so he adapts to supple personalities as much to difficult characters. Un brin manipulateur, il sait flatter et amener les gens là où il le souhaite. So a little bit manipulative, he knows how to flatter and to lead people where he wants them, to get people to do what he wants. Certains diront de lui qu'il se montre parfois légèrement hypocrite. So certain people would say about him that he's slightly hypocritical. Mais peu de gens parviennent à détecter ce trait de caractère, car l'homme balance agit en finesse. So certain people would say that he's a little lightly hypocritical, but very few people would be able to detect this character trait because he acts with finesse, like so subtly. Il a beaucoup de charme et ne l'ignore pas. So he's got a lot of charm and he's very well aware of it. He doesn't not know it, basically, is what the French is saying. Il peut parfois avoir un petit côté coq-paradon au milieu de sa basse-cour. So he can be a little bit of like the cockerel parading around the hen house kind of thing. Il aime déléguer et se reposer sur les autres, surtout quand il considère une tâche inintéressante. So he can delegate and can lean on others, relax on others, especially when he considers a task to be without interest. L'homme balance n'aime pas être déconsidéré. So he just likes to be included. He doesn't like to not be considered. Il a besoin d'admirateurs et soigne son image. So basically he needs admirers and he takes care of his image. Le natif est élégant et courtois, so elegant and courteous. Il est attiré par la beauté sous toutes ses formes et n'aime pas se trouver dans un endroit sale ou désordonné. So he's attracted by beauty under all forms and doesn't like to be found in a dirty place or that's in a mess. En revanche, il déteste faire son propre ménage. Interesting. That said, he doesn't like to do his own cleaning. Cet exemple est assez représentatif de son côté capricieux. So this example is quite representative of his capricious side. Il n'est pas toujours très stable émotionnellement. He's not always the most stable emotionally. Il peut lui arriver de rire le matin et de pleurer le soir. So it could happen that he's laughing in the morning and crying in the evening. Mais ce manque de constance ne se retrouve pas dans son travail. Il reste toujours efficace et professionnel. But this lack of consistency cannot be found in his work. He always remains efficient and professional. L'homme balance est un charmeur et un grand séducteur. So Libra male is a charmer and a big seducer. Il attire naturellement les femmes sans que cela ne lui donne trop de mal. So basically, without any problem at all, he can attract women. Le natif a un cœur d'artichaut et a besoin de le sentir battre la chamade pour être heureux. So, cœur d'artichaut, I'm trying to think if there's an English equivalent. It basically means that basically you can love other people. Because it's like multi-layered. So that's the idea, but I don't really think, I'm trying to think what would be an equivalent expression. One second, let's see what we can have. What does it say? Cœur d'artichaut. Is it going to come up? because I always like to swap an expression for an expression rather than just translating it, and I don't really have one here. Yeah, I mean, that's just a literal translation, you know, that you can fall in love again easily. You know, oh, be a hopeless romantic. That'll do. Be a hopeless romantic, okay? Yeah, that's fine, okay? It's just my new policy. I don't like to translate into English. I like to translate into a similar level of English. Where are we? Over there. Le natif vainqueur d'artichaut, so falls in love easily. What did we say it was? Hopeless romantic, yeah? A besoin de le sentir battre le chemin pour être heureux. So he needs to feel his heart pounding away, you know, in love, to feel happy. He needs to be in love. L'amour constitue son équilibre, so love constitutes his balance. Il tombe amoureux, he falls in love, ou plutôt pense tomber amoureux, or he rather thinks he's falling in love. 20 fois par jour, 20 times a day. Wow. Quand il parviendra à stabiliser ses sentiments dans la durée, so when he manages to stabilize these feelings for the long term, il sera tout disposé à s'engager pour de bon et de façon totalement sincère. So when he eventually is able to do this long term, it will be totally sincere and for good. L'homme balance peut parfois être pris pour un égoïste. Sometimes he can be taken for a selfish person. Certains diront sans doute qu'il est superficiel, so certain women would say he's superficial. Mais il est dans un certain contexte, il peut se montrer compréhensif, sage et honnête. So in a certain context, he can reveal himself to be comprehensive, but as in capable of understanding, wise and honest. Il aime ce qui est juste et déteste faire du mal autour de lui. So he likes what's fair and he hates causing problems around himself. L'amoureuse de l'homme balance ne doit pas être trop possessive. So the lover of Libra male has to be can't be too possessive or jealous. Il tient à sa liberté plus que toute autre chose. So he holds on to his liberty. It's more important to him than any other thing. Mais s'il aime vraiment, il saura se mettre des barrières. But if he really wants to, he would be able to put up barriers. En réalité, l'homme balance est romantique et croit en une destinée amoureuse. So he's basically romantic and does believe in a destiny based in love. Il se dit sans doute que le jour où il aura trouvé sa princesse, des éclairs jailliront du ciel. So he'll say without doubt that the day that when he finds his princess, lightning will come out of the sky. Jaillir, like jump out kind of thing. Bursting out. En attendant que cela lui arrive, so waiting for that to happen, il profite des bénéfices de son charme ravageur sans se poser trop de questions. And until that happens, he'll just make use of his ravaging charm without asking himself too many questions. Interesting.